Hey, my name is Payam and this is the Edward. It's a family compound, if you will, also a business. The other house that you don't see, it's a duplex where myself and my wife and her sister and her brother and kids live. We are on 75 acres of land. Majority of the place is a managed forest. There's trails back there, there's a cabin. When we came here to do our first viewing, it was actually winter. It was like walking in the snow globe, and we went back into the woods and it was so quiet. You could actually hear the sound of snowflakes falling off the trees. That was a neat experience and just kind of fell in love with the place. Above the garage, there is a unit that we converted to a place for us to live. The house, we have 3 suites in it. The natural light that comes in, I never thought I would love houseplants so much until we moved in here. Right now the entire house and the loft can be booked as a vacation rental, and then we live in that house behind the trees, the garden house. If I shut up for a minute, you can actually hear all the birds here. It's pretty nice. I don't know if you can catch that sound. There's always like a presence of nature here. Like, you know, probiotic versus antibiotic. Someone's used those terms. I really loved it and it stuck with me. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of like that too. So you see compost piles and sort of shrubs. I just feel like there's a healthier way to live on this planet. You know, there are better ways to manage your waste. Also, a lot of chance and opportunity for us to expose the next generation to a connection that they may lose otherwise. I was like 30 years old when I came here, 35 years old when I came here, and I don't think I knew as many birds in my 35 years than I learned in the last like 5-7 years that we were here. So that's kind of why I like it here. The garden house is a duplex house with a sunroom attached. Essentially, there are two bedroom units on each side. They share a laundry room, they share an entrance and a sunroom. They share, all of the sort of mechanical systems for heating, cooling, and air circulation. So it was a way for us to introduce smaller living in a small footprint, but allow multiple families to live in one building, kind of like being neighbors essentially. It's worked really well. 7-8 years ago, my wife and I started purging stuff. It was a very addictive process. I really liked it. There's like so much stuff in our lives filling up our time and our attention, and then they don't actually add value. It forces you to really rethink what stuff is important, what stuff you actually care about, what has sentimental value. There is this lightness to it. Also, when you have smaller homes, they can, and if they're built efficiently, you actually have a much smaller energy consumption. You can run it with, or offset your energy with solar. You can run it on electricity only. You don't have to use propane.
Who in your mind would be the ideal buyer for a place like that?
Someone who wants to live with, I think, a multi-generational family, to be honest. I think a family, friends, a group of people who are close with each other and are going to be living with each other and with this land to enjoy it, to cultivate it, and then create their own community.